In Fresno, to me, the people working in Fresno, those are the real geniuses. My name is Shantay Davies-Balch, and my official title is President and CEO. But my real title is I'm accountable to the community, and I'm accountable to women in the communities. At BWPC, Black Wellness and Prosperity Center, our goal is to recognize that everyone has a different experience, and how do we, in a really loving way, engage all of our stakeholders to get everyone on the same page and just like talk about what the barriers are. My mother, Sandra, who died from a preventable death when she was just a little bit older than I am right now, that has really been sort of the fire for me. Having her voice not listened to. She died of a preventable breast cancer. And if she would have been heard, if her voice would have been heard, that was preventable. Her breast cancer was treatable. If we have our allies and if we're valuing women, we need voices to be heard. That's actually the center of everything. Our goal at BWPC is to get behind the scenes to the decision makers and to address the actual policies and programs that impact. There's a knowledge gap in terms of like rights and access and how to ask for those things. But we also have a lens and we understand that there's immediate needs. I guess we call it like an underground diaper network. Diapers are incredibly expensive, and families are trying to like make their resources last as long as possible. And it could have been preventable if we were able to get diapers to that family. And so one of the other things that we're focused on is making sure that girls have access to the monthly sanitary supplies that they need so that they're not putting themselves in danger, and so that they're not losing school days because they don't have necessary supplies. I have a scholarship fund. It's called the Davies-Balch Hope Scholarship Fund. I do not allow GPA to be used in the allocation of my scholarships because using GPA is an antiquated way of measuring success. I was a 1.1, like, hello? I think that was not a good way to measure me. How successful could you be if you received the supports that you needed? This is a really important month because it does help us remember, right, the contributions of the Black community, the African American community, just to overall prosperity in this country. And so it's important as a month of remembrance, acknowledgement, but it's also important in terms of opportunity and learning. It's not only about us, meaning Blacks and African Americans and their contributions, but it's also like the diving, like you can have conversations with other groups and populations around issues of equity and inclusion. So to me, it sets the framework for lots of other groups and populations to talk about equity and inclusion. A lot of the work that BWPC works on, everything is in concert with women from the community. So I'm really hoping to use my position and my title as a representation of women and families in the community that don't necessarily have a voice.